Hey y'all, it's your boy Darker Hunters, and yes, we're giving you kind of a review. It's not mostly a review, it's kind of a first impression, somewhat of a review or whatever. But I wanted to kind of come on camera and show you guys how to safely remove your nail extensions. So this right here, this is a manicure bowl. So what you do is if you have like usually use this for regular manicure, so this will just have water in it, and then you'll add whatever oils and cleanser that you want to use for the nails. Ooh, shaking the camera. But because I have nail extensions, I use this mostly for removal. So instead of putting water, you will put acetone. So the acetone that I like to use, so what you'll do is at the bottom part, this base part here, you'll put water, hot water, and then the top part you'll put acetone, because what the hot water will do is it will activate the acetone. And just to kind of show you guys, this is the acetone brand I like. This is Super Nails. This is the one I'm using at the moment. This is pure acetone. This is 100% formulation. And as it says, it's used to remove acrylic, gel polish, nail wraps, nail polish, etc. So that's pretty much the acrylic brand that I use. But first things first, what I like to do is I like to file the nails down, because you need to kind of file that top layer off, because it doesn't dissolve as well. But the first thing you need to do before you file is a mask. Always wear a mask if you're filing, okay? Masks are important. That's how you save yourself, okay? So I'm using my beautiful nail file. This is a plug-in to the wall one. I've learned that I don't like using the battery or cordless ones, because they don't work as well or work to my liking. So first, I'm gonna go ahead turn it on, and then I'm just gonna kind of dust that. You don't want to put your file this high, but what you want to do is you want to kind of get rid of all that top coat, and also kind of take some down, like take it down that much. You see how thin that is? So take it down that much, and you'll just kind of do that to all the nails. So that's the first part of how you kind of do that part. Also, you don't want your file to be too high, because if you don't know how to keep your file moving, like you see how I'm steady moving it, if you don't know how to keep your file moving, you will kind of get a burning sensation from your hands. You kind of have to learn to move at this speed. So put it on a slower speed for yourself. Right. Yeah, I just have it this high because, you know, for the sake of the video. So you see how short I got that. Damn. We got that really short. And just do that for the rest of the nails. Yeah, this is probably the most part as far as for this that you're gonna be doing. This kind of saves time in a way, because if I was to put my hand in without taking off that top coat, like, it would literally do nothing. Right, it would literally do nothing. Literally would do nothing. Okay, so that's why you have to file this down first. And this is the more safer way to take your nails off. If you go into a nail shop, this should be the only way that your nail tech is taking them off. Even though this way might take a little longer, it's worth it in the long run, because when your nail tech does it this way, they're actually doing it in a safe way instead of just ripping it off your nail. Because I'm pretty sure y'all went to a nail tech where they just kind of rip them off. You know, I can kind of show y'all on this thumb how usually. Because also, I used to do it like this because that's what I saw before I started doing nails. But what they'll do is they'll take like a big nail tip like that, and they'll kind of just use the tip here and just kind of use it to work that up and then slide it in between the real nail and the acrylic nail. And this can be painful too because this is bonded to your nail. So it can hurt a little. So they kind of just do this and bam, it just pops off. But what it does kind of rip up some of the nail. So you are taking some of your nail off. But yeah, that's the quick and unsafe way to do it. So now that we didn't filed all of them off and I showed y'all how the incorrect way to do it. So I already have my acetone in there. So what you'll do, you'll just, it felt weird. There we go. You just put your hands in there and you just pretty much just let your fingernails soak in there for like about 10 to 15 minutes. So when I come back, we're going to come back and it's going to be like 10 minutes past. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. So it's been about 10 minutes or so. So now we're going to go ahead and kind of just start taking the nails off. So this is my towel. This is the real horror of what it looks like underneath. Yeah, but y'all knew that. So I'm going to take the nails off. And because acetone is very dry, it is going to dry out your hand. But that's also why skincare is going to be important. But you see how it's kind of just flaking off. Let me turn it off. You see how it's kind of flaking off there. So I like to take a tool like this. Is a scraper tool, and it also has kind of like a scraper tool on the end. And you'll just kind of start kind of just removing that. And you see how that just comes off with no effort. And you take this, hit the sides here. Right, it just comes off. And this part, you're not really, it's just becoming like gummy. So you're not really hurting yourself. So scrape out that. Scrape off as much as you can. Take off that. Do the same for all the other hands as well. Yeah. Some of them might come off completely and some of them might not. It just depends. Like this one might come off all the way. But if anything, the whole point of this process is that you're not pulling and tugging on the nail or just pretty much forcing it to come off. Right. Just kind of, you see how that just glided off? And you just kind of scrape off the excess and whatever. Scrape off the excess and whatever. Do that for this one too. Be a lot of excess. That's also why filing these down also helps as well. This is pretty much, I feel like this is almost like teeth cleaning in a way. Because if you think about it, this is literally what they do to your teeth when they're cleaning it. They just kind of scrape it. Scrape it all off pretty much. Right. That's why your teeth be so sore afterwards. Yeah, so that one kind of stuck, and then Then you do this one. All right. And it like comes off pretty easy. Nothing too crazy. This makes the process, even though this is a longer process, it's kind of worth it in the long run. You'll thank your nail tech for taking so long to do this instead of just ripping them off. That's why some people, well, most people be, that's why most people nails be so thin. It's because their nail tech ain't doing the job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your nail talk, I say your nail talk, Lord have mercy. I swear I haven't been drinking, y'all. Haven't been drinking, I swear, I'm swearing. Scouts honor. Scouts honor. Yeah, I don't think anymore this will come off. So yeah, that's pretty much how you take off the nails. So I'm gonna soak these 3 again, and then I'm gonna come back and we're just gonna do like a little quick manicure, okay? Okay. So pretty much I went ahead and I just kind of prepped my nails somewhat because I'm about to get ready and put some acrylics on. But anyways, I also did my cuticle as well. So I'll probably do like a separate cuticle and show you guys how I do like just a basic manicure and whatever. It's not too easy, too hard. If anything, that concludes just pretty much showing you guys the safe way and also kind of giving you a demonstration of the unsafe way to take off nail extensions. Now to double back, so you know, because we fill this with, you know, acetone, you want to make sure that you are disposing of this in the right way. Most places, or just in general, you're not supposed to pour acetone down the drain. The one reason why that is so is because this is such a corrosive liquid. So you see how it breaks down the acrylic. If you over a long period of time throw it down the sink, then it'll corrode the sink and stuff like that and whatever. Yeah, if anything, I've never had that issue, but just to give you guys that disclaimer, depending on what type of piping you have, not all piping is metal. So if you have like more like plastic piping, like your basic kitchen piping, which is mostly kind of like plastic, it will melt that. So after, if you pour it down, years of pouring it down, it will corrode and it will melt it. But as far as for metal, I had so I used to pour it down the kitchen drain with the bathroom drain, which was a metal pipe, and I didn't have any issues. If anything, just let you guys know you're not supposed to do that. If anything, what you do, just to kind of show y'all here. So this is my trash can. When you're working with acrylic nails, you want to make sure you have a top that closes so that the fumes don't get out. So what I did was I put a napkin at the bottom and I just take this part off and then I pour this right into the napkin and it's going to absorb. Right. It's going to absorb up in there and it's going to evaporate. And then that's pretty much how you just do that. Other than that, you'll just empty the water out of this and just clean this as necessary. If anything, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for a baddie yaddy yaddy and share, because sharing is caring. And y'all know that's the only type of caring we like in this household. If anything, we have more nail content coming soon. I most definitely have some reviews and just some nail designs. I'm gonna also have like some guest stars here too, or just some guests that I'll be doing as well, guest sets. So yeah, stay tuned, y'all. If anything, peace. I forgot this. Let me bring this with me.